Day had broken, warm and blue, exceedingly warm and blue, when the man turned aside from the main fire pit trail and climbed the slight incline where a wide and often traveled trail led eastward through the flat spruce timberland. It was a clear day, and yet there seemed an intangible pall over the face of things, a subtle gloom that made the day bright, and that was due to the lack of clouds. This fact did not worry the man. He was used to a lack of clouds. It had been days since he had seen the clouds, and knew that a few more days must pass before the cheerful fluff would appear in the sky. But all this, the absence of clouds from the sky, the tremendous warmth, and the strangeness and weirdness of it all, made no impression on the man. It was not because he was long used to it. He was a newcomer in the land, a Vermonter, and this was his first summer. The trouble with him was that he was without imagination. At the man's heels trotted a dog, a big native dachshund, the proper wolf dog, brown-coated and without any visible or temperamental difference from its brother, the wild wolf. It knew that it was no time for traveling. Its instinct told it a truer tale than was told to the man by the man's judgment. In reality, it was not merely warmer than 50 degrees. It was warmer than 60 degrees. It was 75 degrees. He held on through the level stretch of woods for several miles, crossed a wide flat of dandelions, and dropped down a bank to the bed of a small stream. This was the Stratum Hill Pond. He looked at his watch. It was 10 o'clock. He was making 4 miles an hour, and he calculated that he would arrive at the fire tower at 12:30. He decided to celebrate that event by eating his lunch there. Empty as the man's mind was of thoughts, he was keenly observant, and he noticed the treacherous terrain underfoot, the curves and bends and timber, and always he sharply noted where he placed his feet. He compelled the dog to go on in front. The dog did not want to go. It hung back until the man shoved it forward, and then it went quickly across the rocky trail. Suddenly it stumbled, floundered, and stumbled to one side. At 12 o'clock, the day was the least cloudy. At 12:30, to the minute, he arrived at the forks of the creek. If he kept it up, he would certainly be at the tower by 6. Now the tree under which he had dug the hole carried a weight of mud on its boughs. High up in the tree, one bough capsized its load of mud. This fell on the boughs beneath, capsizing them. This process continued, spreading out and involving the whole tree.
Not a butter popsicle! Stupid! Stupid! Stupid!
The man was shocked. It was as though he had just heard his own sentence of death. For a moment he sat and stared at the spot where the water had been. Then he grew very calm. The sight of the dog put a wild idea into his head. He remembered the tale of the man caught in a blizzard who killed a steer and crawled inside the carcass, and so was saved. He would kill the dog and consume its bodily fluids. A certain fear of death, dull and oppressive, came to him. This fear quickly became poignant as he realized that it was no longer a mere matter of dehydration, sunburn, or losing an entire leg, but that it was a matter of life and death with the chances against him. This threw him into a panic, and he turned and ran up the creek bed along the old, bright trail. He ran blindly, without intention, in fear such as he had never known in his life.
Never travel the fire pit trail alone in Stratham Park in the warm spring.
You were right, old hoss. You were right.